Welcome to episode 1 of the Heart and Soul. I am Shane Berkland. Standing next to me is Pat from the Boulevard Bullies. And do we have an opening contest for you? Mike Magnum, J-Bushii. Let's get to Andy Miller.
The following contest is a first round match in the Heart and Soul Cup. Introducing first, he is the starving artist, Mike Magnum. Watch him. And his opponent, from Kingsbridge, New York, J-Bushii.
Here for the W, baby.
Pat from the Bullies here, so excited to be here, standing next to you, Shane, for this Heart and Soul Cup. Psych!
Pat, I thought you were going to start things off nice, but just like J-Bushii, he's not starting things off nice. He's getting on the big man. He is cutting this big man down to size, and it's all about time. It's all about time, Pat. You see that logo? You see that clock? Tell the people at home what that clock is all about.
30 competitors in the first round. The fastest winning time gets a bye in the second round. Shane, let me ask you this. Would you rather set the time as the first match or try to beat the time as one of the later first round matches?
That's a great question. I would rather know what I'm walking into. I want to know that time. These two men right here are at a huge disadvantage. And let's talk about these two competitors. We got the starving artist standing at 6'4". He is a starving artist. He wants to use this cup to cash it in so he can make his way to the next level because he has a wife and kid at home. Ow! And he just drove him down, like I always say, wife and kid at home, and this cup means so much.
For the cover, lackadaisical cover. Oh, and reversed sunset flip. You know, I do not know a lot about timing or positioning like J-Bushii, but I do know a lot about starving artists, and Mike Magnum might be the biggest one I've ever seen, and I'm not too sure about having a wife and kid because that's got to put added financial pressure. Did you say he's going to pawn the cup if he wins?
I did not say pawn. I said that was the next. When you win a tournament like this, you're able to put that on your resume. It gets you to the next level. And maybe, and I'm not saying this, and Mike, I know you're going to watch this back, but maybe that you taking this man lightly might be the reason. Oh, you might not be on the next step, but that big shoulder, that big arm comes driving in, and you see J-Bushii's body flowing up in the air. And he goes one too many times, and J-Bushii catches him, drives his face down.
J-Bushii with the speed, the positioning, the precise striking ability, and Mike Magnum just powering his way through a classic wrestling battle here. We're already just past the 2-minute mark. What time are you even looking for here? Maybe a 4 or 5 minute, 6 minutes?
With J-Bushii, he has to strike hard like he did with that big elbow to the temple. He has to strike hard, and he did again. He drove him right down. He drove him down, and you can see Mike Magnum is still out on his feet because of that big elbow, that point of his elbow right to the temple. It'll drop any man. You can be 6'5", 6'6", it doesn't matter. You hit a man on his temple, 1, 2, ow!
Oh! Foot on the rope right there. Classic ring positioning just by an inch. The big toe draped across that rope for the rope break.
They call him the starving artist for a reason because this is his canvas, Pat. He knew where he was at all times. He knows where he is at all times.
Well, if this is the canvas of the starving artist, then J-Bushii's Spider-Man, and this is his high-rise city. Going up to the top, big boot to the face. Let's see what he's got in store for us here. Going for the,
and Mike Magnum, he is, let's say it, he's sculpting the perfect match right here. He knew where he was at all times. He was almost playing possum, and he caught your Spider-Man out of the air, Pat, and drove him down to the mat.
J-Bushii, I guess, going for a second rope spike DDT. Mike Magnum catching him, turning it into a spine buster. Both men down. Both men maybe having that internal clock put a little bit more pressure. Maybe we might see some home run swings coming up right here as both men get to their feet.
And both men are to their feet, and J-Bushii jumps on his back, holds on for dear life. Oh, right into that corner, the middle of his back, right into that turnbuckle, and Mike Magnum ducks underneath. He catches him. He looks like he's got here. The perfect picture. He painted the perfect picture, Pat.
That's gotta be it.
2, 3 minutes and 57 seconds.
Here's your winner, Mike Magnum.
I'm here with the starving artist, Mike Magnum. Mike, victorious in round 1. For those who don't know you, what can we look forward to in round 2?
There's not much to put into words. Everybody else in the back left in this tournament, you sit back and you do exactly what my wife and kids are doing at home right now. You sit down and you watch your daddy paint you something nice.
Sounds like we have a lot to learn about the starving artist. Let's head back to the ring.
Match 1, we had perfect strangers. Now it's time for the family feud. We have Seth Cortez taking on Micah Cortez. It's about heart, it's about soul, it's about family, pride.
The following contest is an opening round match in the Heart and Soul Cup. Introducing first, representing the hand, Seth Cortez. And his opponent, also representing the hand, Micah Cortez.
All right, Shane, we have our second match of the Heart and Soul Cup. Best time so far, only one match, 3 minutes and 57 seconds. A tale of two brothers. In the white elbow pads, you have Micah Cortez, the little brother, and with the black, you have Seth, the older brother. That's the way that I tell them apart, Shane. How are you doing with the differentiation?
Nicely done, Pat, from the Boulevard Bullies. Way to come in there. That was amazing. We have our clock ticking away, and Pat said it before, 3 minutes and 57 seconds. These two brothers have to make sure they get the 1, 2, and 3 before.
You know what I was thinking, actually? Why wouldn't they talk in the back and say, hey, let's get a 1 second time. One of the two brothers needs to go on to the third round after the bye.
Pat, are you an only child? You have to be, because that is not the way it works with siblings. It is not, because you know what? You got to go home. You got to say, hey, listen, I lost to Seth. I lost to Micah. And that's bragging rights at the dinner table. And this fight has happened many of a time before. At the dinner table, in the living room, in the dining room. But these two are not helping each other out. Why? Because they know each other so well.
You can see right now. You can see it.
Take advantage of it. So why do this feeling out process when you know your own brother? We're at 1 minute and 5 seconds.
This might be actually one of the longer matches because of that very point you just made. They know each other so well. This match must have taken place since the time that they were able to stand, to walk, to throw a side headlock. As you see, Seth, the bigger brother, holding on Micah, and the reversal to the head scissors. In time with each other, in sync. You could see they know each other so well, Shane.
Pat, you heard it there, and you said it before. He said, come on, big brother. It's all about bragging rights. You might walk out of here with the NYWC Heart and Soul Cup, but you also walk out of here and you know that you are the best Cortez in the family.
Absolutely, and you know, I've been looking at the bracket up and down. Oh, pair of arm drags, just trading. Look at this. Oh, they almost know what each other is thinking.
They do know what each other is doing. They're brothers. They know each other so well. They're one step ahead each and every time, and it showed right there, and he's egging him on. He goes, come on, little brother, I got this. And he has a nice waist lock right there, and big brother Seth knows what's up. He hangs on, he ducks underneath. Oh, a nice drop kick right to Seth's face. And Micah, don't pose. Get your big brother down.
Oh, only a 1 count there. And you know, I've been looking up and down the bracket. Like I said, a lot of tag teams, a lot of friends facing each other in the first round. You're going to see a lot of hard-hitting, heavy competition, mutual respect to get on to the next round.
Under a minute, Pat. Under a minute. I don't mean to go, because you were saying some great things right there. But under a minute, these guys have to make this happen. Can they do it? Can they get a bye to the second round, which guarantees you maybe the cup. And these two brothers, they're letting that sibling rivalry just jump in to take over. And the referee right there, look at that head scissors, and the referee's right there. He's asking, do you give up? And Micah says, no, I'm not giving up. This is all about family. It's all about heart. It's all about soul.
But you see Seth going for the pin right there. Unless he gets this within the next 30 seconds, Well, you're not going to beat that time. And if you had asked me in the beginning of the match if that was a possibility, I would have said exactly that. No way the Cortez brothers are going to be able to beat that time because the same thing we've been talking about. They know each other so well, move for move thus far in this contest.
And there goes the second round by. But Micah showing his little brother he is one hell of an athlete. Did you see he jumped right up his shoulders? He lands on his feet. Ow! He took his little brother's head off. 1, 2.
That was the last chance. That was it. We're just about to pass. There you go. 3:57. Best time is the first match. That huge clothesline was his last chance. So there's no time limit now. This is just mano y mano. Or, if you don't mind me saying, hermano y hermano.
Very well done there, Pat. Bringing a little multicultural feel to the heart and soul. But now, it's all about the second round. Who makes it to the second round? Who's walking out of here today representing not only the hand, but representing the academy, the NYWC Training Academy, but also representing the Cortez family, because they have to go home, they have to sit down, and they have to see their family members, and oh, look at that! He goes up, big back elbow!
Back elbow lands right on the butt of the jaw.
I'm not a big man. I've stand next to Micah Cortez before. He's 6 foot tall. Can you imagine a person of that height, of that stature, flying through the air and delivering a back elbow out of a handspring? But little brother goes crashing down because big brother has all the answers.
Here we go, 2. Ooh, another kick out. Stiff backbreaker by the older brother, Seth. I'm actually kind of impressed with myself for being able to tell them apart thus far. Thank you very much, Shane.
And look right there. You see the people at home. Look at Micah's face. His brother's wrenching his neck right into his knee, cutting off the oxygen, but driving that knee right in. And Micah, never say die, making his way up, and his big brother has all the answers once again. Gets him up. If he can lock that chin, I know what he's going for. And he has it right there. The Cortez arrow. He has him right there. And he rolls through.
Wow, reverses it, rolls through. Oh, double drop kick to the chest. The big brother just a step ahead. 1, 2. Oh, and another kick out. You could tell that the bigger brother, Seth, is just a hair ahead of every move that Micah Cortez is trying to pull off.
Look at that clock tick away. This is a 2-day tournament. 2-day tournament. They have more matches to go. And they are beating each other up. They are not helping each other out.
They're almost lost in the brother versus brother rivalry.
And look at that belly to belly by Micah. And both Cortez are down. And whoever gets their feet first, I think will get that 1, 2, and 3. Referees right there the whole time, checking both men as they make their way up. They have to beat their own brother, Pat. They have to beat their brother to win the cup.
And even if you cannot get the best time, which is already almost 2 minutes past. Oh my God! Double rolling, double clotheslines, giving the Cortez brothers, oh my God, even if they do make it to the next round, which obviously one of them will, what kind of shape are the brothers going to be in?
I'm actually speechless because these two competitors know each other so well. It's almost like they're in each other's head. They know what's going to happen, and right there it showed. We said the whole time Seth was a little bit ahead, but at that time they were both right on the same and came crashing out. Oh, he just
thunderous chop. They're going chop for chop. This is an ego thing right now. They know they're not getting the bye, and they are just letting it all hang out right here. Thunderous chops to the chest. You can see.
Pat, is it ego or is it family pride? You have to remember, Micah, who's been in Seth's shadow for so long, he wants to get out of that shadow. He wants to see the sunlight, and this cup gives him that sunlight, and it was right there. Woo. Oh, he kicks out. Micah has so much to prove. He wants to put his big brother down, and he does. He didn't catch him quite perfectly with that super kick, but he caught him. And now, Micah hanging out to dry. Can his brother capitalize? And it looks like he is. He's putting him up on his shoulders. He's bringing him into that ring. He knows. Oh, an elbow, another elbow right into the nose. And these two have so much heart. They have so much soul. Oh, right into the corner turnbuckle. So much heart, so much soul, so much pride. Goes for a big kick, puts him up. And it looks like is Micah in the driver's seat or is Seth in the driver's seat? I don't know, I can't tell. Micah rolls through, he rolls through. Big brother got him. One step ahead. There you have
there you
Seth
go.
Cortez.
Here is your winner, Seth Cortez.
I'm here with Seth and Micah Cortez. The audacity you can see on your chests, gentlemen. You both just went through war, but only one side can come out victorious in the war. Micah, it was your brother's night.
Yeah, it was my brother's night, and I'm pissed off about it. But guess what? Either way, the audacity stays together, and the hand stands tall.
You know, there's a lot of division in this tournament, but it's gonna take a lot more than that to break up best tag team in NYWC. And to my opponent in the next round, just know this. Win or lose, I'm gonna bring the fight to you, and I'm gonna be calling it. Come on, Micah.
A show of tenacity from the audacity. Let's head back to the ring.
Pat, the worst thing is when you wake up in the morning, you see that big crack going across your windshield.
Shane, I live in Brooklyn. I don't have a car. I have no idea what you're even talking about.
It doesn't matter because what matters is Precision Hourglass, located at 560 Bay Street in Islip, New York. And guess what? Even people in Brooklyn can hot tag them in at area code 631-706-3893. It's time for the main event. We've got heart, we've got soul, we've got havoc, we've got abs versus fists. We've got Randy Summers taking on the bar-brawling Casanova Valentine. It's time for Andy Miller.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. It's an opening round match in the Heart and Soul Cup. Introducing first from Long Island, New York, Randy Summers.
Oh yeah, let's go, let's go!
And his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, the hipster heartthrob, Casanova Valentine.
All right, Shane, final first round match of the first episode of the NYWC Heart and Soul Cup. We'll be back on youtube.com/NYWC TV. We got Randy Summers flaunting his six-pack oiled up abs against the Brooklyn badass Casanova Valentine.
You said it there. We have a contrast of styles. We have beauty versus the beast. And sometimes, hey, a six-pack can do the job, but a keg gets it done. And that's what happens right there. He sent Randy Summers down to the mat. And you know a lot about Casanova Valentine. He's from your neck of the woods. I've heard, and again, you can probably fill me in on this, but I've heard the legend of Casanova Valentine. I've heard he's had more bar fights than anybody on this planet.
Casanova Valentine and and he catches it midair. What's he got? Overhead, belly-to-belly suplex. And you are right, Shane. Just like you told the fans watching at home, I am very familiar with Casanova Valentine. Revolutionized the no-ring bar fight. Head of steam, huge clothesline to Randy Summers. Flatliner, and watch him. I've seen this before. He's gonna float over, pick my man up, vertical suplex. The bar fight revolutionary is actually not too bad in the ring, my friend.
I am in awe at Casanova Valentine's in-ring performance. I was ready to see a man just come in and punch Randy Summers in his face. I know a lot of people at home would love to see someone punch that arrogant man in his face, but look at Cass. Cass, you can't twist his head off. The referee's telling him right there, let go. He's in the ropes. And see,
Snapped
there's
his
a
neck.
difference, Pat.
Right.
There's a difference between a bar and a ring. Those ropes are there. And look, that's why I thought
now
Cass
getting
was
on
doing.
top,
That's
right?
why I thought Casanova Valentine would be bringing those big punches, but Randy Summers almost taking the style of what we know of Casanova Valentine and just bringing the punches, bringing the pain, and Cass is wrestling. He's showing and again, strikes by Randy Summers, wrestling by Casanova Valentine. We flipped the world upside down.
Dude, it is so crazy. We're only 2 minutes into this match, and these two competitors have evolved to be a mirror image of what they thought each other was going to
Pat,
be.
this match started off so hot and heavy, I totally forgot about that clock. The clock in the bottom right-hand corner. We have 3 minutes and 57 seconds. That time is so important because we know that the Starving Artist to open up the first round, the first episode, scored that time, and these two have to make sure they beat their opponent before that.
Springboard, crossbody, and Casanova kicks out.
Time.
Tried it again.
There we go. Time is so important, and Randy Summers, you can tell he knows because he keeps on locking the leg, and Casanova keeps on kicking out and kicking out. This is no bar fight. This is wrestling. This is heart. This is soul. And Randy Summers locking it in, and he's trying to choke him out. He's trying to take the air out of the big man. He's pushing all. You can see right there by the way he's standing. He's pushing all of his body down on the big man, but that's not holding him down. He gets up. And Casanova bringing the pain. He knows you're not down and out in a bar. You got to fight. You got to
the line. Where we go?
A spinning heel kick by the bar fighter. Have you ever seen that in a bar? I don't think so.
Massive spinning heel kick. I just don't even understand where he gets his athletic prowess, but Casanova calling for the claw. And I'm looking at this clock, 3:35. The best time of this episode, 3:57. I don't know how that first match even finished so quickly.
It might end right here. It might end. Have you ever had someone grab your face like that and dig their fingers into your face, into your temple? Don't take it lightly. Cass still has time. This only needs 3 seconds. Those seconds are and they're gone. That's it. They're gone.
Huge clothesline by
second round bye
Casanova.
is gone, but his head is gone.
His head might be gone. His jaw might be shattered inside out. Flips Randy Summers around with that huge meat hook right to the jaw. Casanova Valentine once again calling for that claw. Let's see if he can finish it off and at least get to the next round over Randy Summers.
Forget about Brooklyn. Forget about bar fights.
This is my guy.
Casanova in-ring specialist right here, and he has him. He has him right there. The referee's right there. He just kicked him. What? Did you see? He just kicked him.
Oh my God. Randy Summers with a huge knee, going outside, going up to the top. That was the slightest little misdirection.
Dirty tactics from the sky. Crashing down.
Frog splash.
1, 2,
Ring hooked.
3.
God.
Here is your winner, Randy Summers.
I'm here with Randy Summers. Randy victorious against Casanova Valentine. A lot of people didn't think you'd get the win.
Who? What did you just say? Who didn't think I was getting past Casanova Valentine? I knew I was getting past Casanova Valentine. Who do you talk to? Do you have friends? I know your mom didn't say that because I know you weren't with her last night. Yeah, give me this little boy. I got past Casanova Valentine, toughest competition in this whole tournament in the first round. And I'm going past the second round, third round, championship. I am bringing that cup home and it's going in bed with me. Just like,
A very confident Randy Summers.
And that concludes this episode of the NYWC Heart and Soul Cup. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow NYWC on all social media, and make sure to hit that bell to be notified of the next episode as we march towards the crowning of the winner of the NYWC Heart and Soul Cup.